vaccine rollout is underway, but the pace has been sluggish. I'm Chris Warner with how long officials in Missouri think it will take to get everyone that's currently eligible vaccinated.
After a cancellation last year, the 4-State Farm Show is coming back.
The 4 States most watched news starts now.
As the vaccine rollout continues, the pace isn't exactly what officials had hoped for. This is KOAM News at 6. KOAM's Chris Warner spoke with 2 local health departments on how the vaccine rollout is progressing.
We spoke with the directors of both the Jasper and Newton County health departments. Tony Moore on the Jasper County side says the vaccine process itself has been smooth, but not without challenges.
It's been going pretty well. I mean, I think this vaccine, as compared to others, is a little more challenging in that trying to distance out people to try and get your social distancing as well as you can.
Moore's counterpart, Larry Bergner in Newton County, says their process has also been going smoothly, but there's a problem.
We still have a supply problem.
It's that problem that's causing issues getting everyone currently eligible vaccinated in a timely fashion.
We're hopeful that by summer we can have that group vaccinated. Now, I'm telling folks who have registered with us that we hope to get to that group within the next month and a half.
I agree with Larry. I believe, depending on supplies, it could take several months.
The federal government says that they plan to get more vaccine to pharmacies across the country, which both agencies are hopeful will help increase the number of people vaccinated.
Yes, that is a hope that more providers will be coming online and that the vaccine will be distributed more broadly so that we have more opportunity within each county and each city within the county for those folks to get vaccinated without having to drive a great distance.
I'm Chris Warner for KOAM News.
Remember, for the latest vaccine resources, just go to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com, and click on the vaccine banner at the top of the page. The Wilson County Health Department says it's moving into phase 2 of its vaccine distribution plan. That means starting next week, there will be a new batch of people eligible for vaccination. Now includes people older than 75 and high contact essential workers. People who were eligible in phase 1 remain eligible. The Crawford County Health Department is reporting 28 more COVID-19 deaths, but they say these are not all new deaths. The health department says there was a reporting error due to deaths occurring out of state or at the KU Medical Center. Crawford County now reports 64 total deaths. Checking in with Nick Kelly now. It was unseasonably warm out there today, Nick.
Yeah, these are numbers now that we should not see for mid to late February around here. Make that early to middle February. In fact, let's look at the numbers from Joplin Regional. We started cold at 33 this morning, but topped out at 63. Not a record breaker. That's still 74, set back in 62. But far and away above our normal high of 47 degrees. And hopefully you had a chance to enjoy these mild temperatures today because they are not sticking around much longer. We're starting to see cloud cover build in our southwestern counties, moisture building in ahead of our next front, part across the northern plains and back into the central Rockies. And out ahead of it, we do see rain and snow beginning to develop along and ahead of that front. In the meantime, though, we're still dry here. Temperatures in the lower to middle 50s for the most part, and then we'll quickly see temperatures drop back to 46 by midnight, warming a bit during the overnight hours. We'll see what this front will do for us as it works in tomorrow, coming up in a bit, Dow.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Nick. Over the last year, a lot of planned events have been forced to cancel due to the pandemic. The 4-State Farm Show in Pittsburgh was one of those, but we learned today that this year the show will go on in Pittsburgh.
Feels good to keep it in Pittsburgh. We like Pittsburgh. It's a good central location for the 4-state area, which the show draws a crowd from. Exhibitor-wise, they come from across the United States and Canada.
Farm Show will take place at the Plaster Center and the parking lot and grounds adjacent to the Plaster and the nearby Bicknell Family Center for the Arts on the PSU campus. It begins on May 21st. It'll be open on the 21st and 22nd from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on May 23rd from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pitt State is highlighting Black authors during this Black History Month. All month long, the Black Student Association and Axe Library are highlighting books that'll help students reflect on Black history with a book display. Books include Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings and Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson.
Books help and really give you a better understanding and build empathy for others who are maybe different than yourself, obviously.
Again, you can find that display at the Axe Library. Still ahead, where you can find some Chiefs-related gear for your little pup Patrick Mahomes. Plus, Pittsburgh Middle School students get a valuable lesson in tailgating and the pinnacle of fandom. An Overland Park family's special connection to the Chiefs and their Super Bowl 54 victory. Just 4 more days until the Chiefs take on Tampa Bay in Super Bowl 55. Just 4 more days. Surely, at this point, everyone in your family's ready with their Chiefs gear. But don't forget your 4-legged family members. They need some swag to cheer on those defending champs. At least that's the hope of pet boutiques like Posh Dogs in Joplin. They're looking to cash in on Chiefs fandom, even if those fans chase their own tails.
And so they're going to reach out, and they want them to be a part of it too, because again, people are so happy. They love their pets just like their children, and so they're going to be dressing them up, whether it's been in a Chiefs jersey or a Chiefs collar or whatever the case may be, or bandana for them. So yeah, it's just fun. But it's also, again, they're part of the family.
These Chiefs fans are getting ready for the Super Bowl by learning the most valuable lesson any football fan can learn: how to properly tailgate. These are students at Pittsburgh Middle School, and instead of doing PE, well, they tailgated today. Now, don't worry, they didn't completely skip the physical aspect of physical education. As you see, there were lots of games.
We just started out here, but I've been playing some spike ball, some Polish horseshoe, and some cornhole. But right now I just started playing football out here.
All week long, all of us here at KOAM have been celebrating the Chiefs' second consecutive Super Bowl appearance right along with you. Tune into the KOAM morning show tomorrow to participate in Chiefs-related trivia. You could even win a prize. The second consecutive Super Bowl for the Chiefs is special for so many fans, but for one family, a Chiefs Super Bowl appearance will always be tied to something a little more special. Reporter Ariel Rothfield tells us their story.
It has been a year and not much has changed. There's red and gold, and the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl, with Patrick a year older and a year more experienced. But we're not talking about that Patrick.
He tracks the game and he loves watching it and he loves playing football.
We're talking about this Patrick, born February 2nd, 2020.
They actually wheeled her into the post-op area about 10 minutes before kickoff.
The Steppies are a Chiefs family through and through.
It was just kind of one of those things where fate just kind of took over.
Last year, Mom and Dad placed a bet.
All right, if I go into labor during a Chiefs game, we'll name him Patrick.
Right on cue, this little champion delivered, even throwing his hands up for a touchdown, gaining the attention of the Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, Kyle and Heather, appreciate the support. Love the baby's name, and hopefully he's a good football player as I am.
Already, Mom and Dad say Patrick's mastered his entrance, and like the rest of the family, he's ready for the big game.
See, this game is going to be such a monumental game.
In more than one way. While Super Bowl 54 was Patrick's day, Super Bowl 55 is his older brother's day. Vince will turn 7 this Super Bowl Sunday.
We got 2 Steppy boys, and both of them will be having back-to-back Chiefs Super Bowl birthdays.
And hopefully 2 back-to-back wins.
Born to be Chiefs fans. Again, that was Ariel Rothfield reporting. Nick Kelly is up next with his complete forecast, and later the real Patrick Mahomes talks about chasing the GOAT as he prepares to start in his second consecutive Super Bowl.
Well, we certainly warmed things up in quite a hurry today after a cold start this morning. We head toward numbers that we shouldn't expect for early to mid-February around here. We were sitting right around 50 for a high yesterday, mid-30s this morning, that we just catapulted into the lower to middle 60s at Joplin Regional. The specific numbers so far, 63 for the high today. Hopefully you had a chance to enjoy it, because believe me, it is not going to be this nice as we roll into tomorrow. Right now, still quiet and temperature's not bad. 55 in Joplin, south wind to 15, keeping the humidity not too bad at 40%. We have other spots around the metro seeing mainly 50s, 54 in Pittsburgh, 56 in Galena, while we have a whole slew of 55s from Oronogo to Neosho and CJ to about Diamond, before you drop back to 53 in Sarcoxy. And this is pretty consistent across much of the region. Most of us now in the lower to middle 50s. This is where we are as advertised to start the evening out. And we'll continue to slowly drop up as our southerly wind at 10 to 20 stays in place for the evening. That means we only drop into the upper 40s by 10 o'clock, 46 by midnight, and then warming a bit as we head toward Thursday morning before our next cold front marches on through. The Skywatch Storage Tracker showed us with mostly sunny skies for much of the afternoon and even for much of the day, quite frankly. Now, though, we're starting to see cloud cover sneak back in from the southwest. Cloud cover that will be on the increase, but staying dry as we head through the rest of the evening. Still any moisture with our next storm system stretching from the Dakotas down south and west to about Colorado. At the surface, that's a cold front on the way, but what's driving it is actually upstairs, and it's this upper-level wave coming through Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming. That will be the first of many changes on the way that Doug and I are continuing to track. Okay, let's see where we go from here. We are seeing temperatures dropping back into the mid-40s by midnight, then warming back into the lower 50s by the time the morning drive gets going, and we see that cold front coming in from the west. That could bring in a few showers before the morning drive gets going. Then we'll see some more scattered showers as the front rolls through. Temperatures topping out early in the mid-50s. Then once you get on the backside of that front, temperatures drop in quite a hurry through the 40s and down into the upper 30s by the afternoon. And if temperatures could drop fast enough before the moisture moves out on the Missouri side, we could see maybe a little snow trying to mix in. Still, not seeing a big deal with that, but something we're continuing to watch closely for you. 51 in the morning, 55 by noon, then dropping through the 40s and into the upper 30s for the rest of the afternoon with that northwest wind at 15 to 25. Quick look at Thursday night showing us quiet, partly cloudy to mostly clear with lows in the upper 20s, and at least the weekend starts out okay, partly to mostly sunny, and highs not too bad, topping out in the upper 40s. Once we get this system out of here and past a quiet Friday, we'll watch for a stronger Arctic front that'll have some moisture with it, potential rain and snow chances for Saturday, but behind that, looking cold but dry for Super Bowl Sunday. Then a couple weak waves. One could bring in rain, snow chances as well for Monday, and even maybe some snow and possible sleet chances by Tuesday. So it does start to get a bit active as we head toward the Super Bowl weekend and into early next week. But we are looking at 55, at least a chilly start to the day tomorrow, then dropping with that colder air working in, with rain and snow chances to watch as well. Dry Friday with highs near 48, rain and snow chances on Saturday, then looking just flat out cold for early next week, Dal.
Yeah, winter will make a return with a vengeance this weekend, I guess.
Yeah, it's not through with us yet.
Thanks, Nick. Coming up next, today is National Signing Day for high school student athletes. Jacob Leonard takes us to signings in Pittsburgh, Webb City, and Joplin. Straight ahead.
Well, today is a big day for a lot of high school student athletes across the country. Today is National Signing Day. We're going to start in Webb City. Cardinals have 8 seniors signed today to continue their careers at the college level. 3 softball players signed this afternoon, including 2-time COC Player of the Year Hayden Berry. Gary Clinton, Jaston Smith, and Grant Goltra will play football at the next level. Smith to Southern, Goltra to Pitt State, and Clinton to Division I Missouri State.
I recently decommitted from Arkansas State, and that night Missouri State contacted me, and I knew they wanted me because they contacted me that night, and they were relentless about that.
The older I got and the more I got into football, I'm like, you appreciate quality fans and quality atmospheres, and that's definitely what they have at Pitt State.
I really feel like they know what they're doing right now, and the program's getting right back on track where it needs to be because they've been down, but I really do feel like they're gonna be good.
I really enjoyed playing at Webb City, and it's kind of like that at Central Missouri. I mean, the community, everybody loves each other there and supports each other and plays for each other, and that's what I wanted.
At Joplin High School, another big signing class. 6 Eagles signed today to play football at the next level. That includes 3, Trayshawn Thomas, Scott Lowe, and Nathan Glades, signing to play at Missouri Southern. Glades was an all-state selection for Joplin last season as both a running back and return specialist.
I chose Missouri Southern because I want to be part of something and change someone's program around, and I want to be part of something that's not like already known for winning. I want to make a difference at a school.
That's something that I've always been a part of since middle school and high school. We've always just been the first group. We got to lay the foundation. So nothing will be new. It's just same thing every day and just working to get better as a team.
On the Kansas side, Pittsburgh's L.J. Butcher is headed to the MIAA. Butcher signs this afternoon to play football at Washburn next season. Butcher kind of did it all for the Purple Dragons his senior year. He finished with 305 receiving yards and 3 scores on offense, while picking up 49 tackles and 2 forced fumbles on defense, earning all-area honors as a DB.
My goals is just get in there, work hard, and just make a name for myself right from the beginning. Just get all the trust from the coaches as soon as I get there.
For 16 yards a carry.
Butcher has been recruited to play safety for Washburn. 4 days, that's all that's left between right now and Super Bowl 55. The Chiefs will face the Bucs on Sunday night right here on KOAM, aiming for back-to-back championships. That's a big one for both teams and both quarterbacks. Tom Brady has a shot at his 7th Super Bowl title, while Patrick Mahomes has a chance to get his 2nd ring in just his 3rd season. Mahomes was asked about closing the gap in championships between him and Brady, and chasing Tom is the best to do it, but like he should be, he's just focused on Sunday's game and not comparing careers.
I think that's more of a long-term thing than kind of the short-term thing you have to kind of focus on. For me, I'm trying to find a way to repeat, find a way to win a 2nd championship, and find a way to do whatever I can to win with this team. You don't want to look back and have regrets about how you played and how you went about the week of preparing to go out there and play your best football. And then once the end of your career is done, then you can look at those things and see kind of where those moments were in your career where you could have had something or that you executed and you did go out there and get and achieve your dreams.
That's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran, William Robinson. The Osceola, Missouri native served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War, following in the footsteps of his 4 brothers who served in World War II. And we are proud to salute William Robinson. He's tonight's 4-state hero. Downtown Pittsburgh is getting a fresh coat of paint. Several coats, actually. Local artist Jenna Spencer is planning 4 new murals. You might have seen her work before. She's behind the Greetings from Pittsburgh mural on the side of the Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce. Spencer is trying to nail down 2 locations, but we know the other 2 murals will be at Copy Products and Strawberry Moon on Broadway. Jordan Abbey joins us now with a look at what's coming up on our sister station, KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Out tonight at 9, we're going to hear from a Pittsburgh city official who says the city's economy has done especially well during this pandemic. Plus, we look at a hot topic right now. Why do so many schools around the country remain closed, and what's it going to take to reopen them? Plus, going to meet the intern who designed the Super Bowl host committee logo on her first day on the job. That and much more coming away tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Jordan, thanks. Let's check back with Nick now for a final look at the weather.
Quiet for the evening, Dell, but rain chances picking up throughout the day tomorrow and maybe switching to snow in a few spots as we go from 55 and into the 30s for the afternoon. Quiet Friday, then our next Arctic front on Saturday will leave us cold for much of next week.
Thanks, Nick, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.